Welcome to Life Speaking Food. I am Chef Deloris, and today we are going to be making some French style eggs. So I have some leftover chorizo we're going to be using. Just whatever you have in your refrigerator that's leftovers that you can use to make your dish look like a high-end dish. So French style eggs requires a lot of butter. So we're going to be doing that today. So you guys come along with me on this journey and please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Let's get going. Okay, these are the ingredients for the French style eggs, and I have some leftover chorizo. So we're going to top it with that. So right there you have your leftover chorizo. I have 2 eggs, Mexican cheese, some milk, some cilantro and parsley, and then I have butter. We're gonna need plenty of butter for these French style eggs. So let's get in the kitchen and get it going. So it's a really tricky technique how to make French style eggs, and there are several different types of ways to make French style eggs, but I'm going to show you my way. I'm going to be using some ingredients that I already had in my freezer that I keep left over, and I try to bring those out and use those. So the only thing that we will be using from the freezer is some chorizo. So I would say this is like a fusion cuisine because we're going to have a little Mexican, a little French. That's what we're going to do today using my leftovers. And if you're going to buy chorizo, I wouldn't advise to buy the pack at the store. It's very high in content of salt. So I would really go to a market and get them from there. A lot of places, they make their own chorizo. I think that would be the best thing to do. So let's go in the kitchen. Let's get started and make some French style eggs. And you know what? At the end, I'm gonna top it off with a little small plate of fruit that I have left over too. So let's go. Okay, you guys, we're heating up this chorizo here. It's not a lot, so this is not like a big meal that I'm making. And this is what I had left over. So you can see the tomatoes, there's some onions in there, and this is the chorizo meat. So this is what we're going to top and put over top of the French style eggs. Because remember, the French style eggs is the main thing that we're focusing on. So we're gonna let this heat up a little bit more, and then I'm gonna put it in the warmer so that it can stay nice and warm when I get ready to top it on top of the eggs. And the reason I want it to stay warm because I want my dish to all come out together. So we're gonna go ahead and put this into one of my ramekins, and we're gonna put it in the oven, and we're gonna keep it on warm. Okay, now the most important thing about making French style eggs is that you want to make sure that you cook it on the lowest temperature possible. That's very important. So it's going to be a lot of stirring going on, and I'm going to keep adding more butter to this. So you see all that butter in here? Like I said, the French use a lot of butter. Now this is one of my saute pans that I've been using for a long time. And once you get it nice and broken in, you get used to this particular pan. And this is the pan that I'm going to be using for almost a lot of everything that I use when I saute or make omelets and things of that nature. So here are the eggs. You see, I added the milk to them, and I made sure I whipped them up really well. And what the milk is going to do, it's going to give it a nice fluffier taste and add more flavor. Some people use water. I don't, because it takes away the natural taste of the egg. So let's go ahead and pour that in there, just like that. And every once in a while, you may see me move it away from the stove, the aisle here, because I don't want it to cook too fast. So right now, it's not sitting on the aisle, but here we go. So always have all your ingredients right by you. So I have the butter here. These are little cut up chunks of butter. And so we're just gonna watch this for a little bit until it starts coagulating around the corners here. And like I said, it's a process. So what I'm gonna do now, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and drop a couple of butter chunks in here. And this is, like I said, this is a process in making this. So you can't be, trying to rush through it. It's a different type of texture you're gonna get. And that butter makes it much, much fluffier. So, got that going. Just gonna move it around a little bit. See if it's coagulating and cooking on the outside here. And like I said before, I keep it on low, not too low. You can always use your own discretion. Some people do it much quicker than this. They'll move it away from the aisle, then they'll put it back on the aisle, move it away from the aisle. So you see here, you guys, how I'm stirring this. Just like that. I'm gonna move my temperature up now, because I see it on the outside how it's coagulating. See that? So I'm gonna speed up this process just a little bit. It's a constant stirring too of these eggs. So if you guys see how these eggs look right now, they're very fine. So I'm moving it away from the heat. Some people like their eggs scrambled hard, and that's fine. You can also do French eggs scrambled hard. The whole technique of this is the butter and having it taste more fluffier than regular eggs. So that is it, you guys. These are my French style eggs. So let's get this plated up and taste it. Okay, you guys, that is going to do it for today. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. And if it's God's will, I'll see you again next time. Have a great day. Bye. Jesus' love for us is unmeasurable, unexplainable, incomprehensible, and always reconcilable.